Well, in the MTC, they went to extraordinary lengths to help us understand the massively complex grammatical conundrum of the use of por versus para. And por is for, and para is for. Not the number, but this is for you. I'm doing this for you. Those are different things in Portuguese. So they spent a lot of time teaching us how that was different. And for people who couldn't even say, hi, my name is Elder Far in Portuguese, that never made sense. It was about a year before I really understood how that worked, and taking grammar classes in college afterwards is where I really understood how it worked. So they're going to tell you, Elder, that's and then there's the two past tenses. We don't have that in English either. I said, I was there. I was happy. I was a kid. Well, those are two different, tenses. You've got I was a kid is one kind of a tense, because any time in that past you were a kid, whereas I was at the store is a temporary slice of the past, And so you have to learn how to how to think of two different sort of past tenses, which is nothing you'll ever think about in English. If you got a Spanish background, that might help, but and then masculine and feminine sexes to words. You have to change the entire grammar syntax of your entire sentence based on what word you're going to use. Like cajo, it's a male word, so you have to say o cajo, not a cajo. And if you put that o or a, like the, anywhere before that, you've got to change it. You can really mess up your sentences because of that. And you lose a lot of points in college papers because of that, tell you what. But, it's hard. Future is not too bad. I like the way they conjugate the words. So you can say, I am going. But in Portuguese, they'll all jam it up in one word, and it's pretty much going I am. And so it makes it a little easier to look at the verbs. The verbs are pretty easy to understand once you figure out how conjugation works. But the past tenses, the sexes of words, por and para, some of these stuff that you don't really think about in English were very hard to wrap the head around in the first 5 or 6 months. Skip all the grammar concepts. Don't even break your head on it. Just, if they're telling you to do it, then do it, but don't spend your elective free time studying up on how to say por versus para. The native people don't know how to do it right. I got in trouble back in college when I was taking Portuguese classes because the way I had gotten used to speaking Portuguese wasn't proper Portuguese. It was kind of like everyday person Portuguese. And so grammar concepts like that are kind of taken for granted in a lot of places in the country. They'll change por and para all the time. They don't really care too much. Don't break your head on it. Focus on conversational stuff. Focus on enlarging your vocabulary, reading, and those concepts like por and para will come as you read more, as you speak more, as you come to understand the grammar a little bit. But I almost guarantee, unless you're like a master genius man, you're not going to get it while you're in the MTC. That'll take some months. But yeah, just working on talking with people, spreading the gospel. Think about grammar later.